Hi, I got a beer style here that no one cares about. Smoked brown ale from Austin Street Brewing. It's Walcott. Yeah, it seems like if you put smoke in a beer, smoked malt in a beer, you lose about 25% of everyone, maybe even more. And then brown ale is like the least sexy style. It's really dying out in the craft beer world. And a lot of brown ales, are still boring, but I feel like a lot of the boring ones have left and the good ones have stayed. So this one is called Walcott, and it hasn't been around for a long time. It's 5.7% alcohol, and I first had this on draft a year ago. Thought it was pretty darn good, and then I picked up some cans. This is actually a can batch from like a month and a half ago, but it's a smoked brown ale. It's not hoppy. It's in perfectly good shape. Let's take a look at it. I remember thinking that it was actually quite dark and robust for a brown ale. Because sometimes like English porters are almost look like what Americans would call brown ales. Like on the camera there, that might even look, black. If I hold it up to the light, I can definitely see some ruby tones through it. Can see a little bit of a shadow of my finger. And beautiful head, Austin Street. I think basically rivals Bissell Brothers in the consistency, quality, head quality, and retention of anyone in the Portland area, at least the new brewers. I shouldn't talk about. There's also Allagash. Allagash just does a whole different thing, but let's get back to Walcott. Looks very nice. Head looks very nice. It'll stick around with some very nice lacing. And the smoke is there, but not too strong. It smells like a little bit like molasses. Some sweet wood smoke, kind of like you're smoking some meat or something. It doesn't smell like the meat quality though. I'm not sure what kind of smoked malt, but it smells like beechwood, which is the traditional German Baumbergian smoked malt to use. And it smells sweet, but I know there's a good amount of roast like in there. They probably don't use roasted barley, but there's a little bit of char happening. And it just smells delicious. And a blind taste testing, if I couldn't really see the cup well and be able to see through it, because if you put this in a tiny cup, it might be clearly brown. I would probably call this a smoked porter. Wow. Some good char and smokiness in the finish that didn't come at first, and the head is just rocky and pillowy, looking really good. But that finish just dries it out so much and brings in some really nice toasty, slightly roasty nuttiness. That's kind of nutmeggy, but even though there's no nutmeg in this, no spices added. Almost hazelnutty. And the feel isn't quite silky, but pretty smooth. And at 5.7%, that's what you expect, sort of medium bodied. The finish is really nice and dry. And there's some hop bitterness, but you don't really notice very much hop notes. Buried in there is some kind of slight greenness and earthiness that blends with the wood smoke. Very nice. This is a very, very nice beer. I'm glad I picked up a 4-pack even without tasting this year's batch. Yeah, it just has all the smokiness I want in, I wouldn't say a modest brown ale. Maybe I would call this like a robust brown ale, perhaps. That'd be a good term for this sort of brown ale that's edging on English porter and it has these like very light cocoa notes roasted nuts. It's really complex, but without being, super overly sweet and malty. It's a very nice beer. I'd give it a 4.25. At least. I'm a huge fan of this one. Austin Street is doing all sorts of stuff really, really well. That, Bissell Brothers hasn't done a smoked brownie. Probably never will. That's it. Bye.